Hey there guys, it's Rick Utsi here with AirgunWeb, and today we're continuing our series on the BSA Ultra SE 22 caliber. This is our deep dive series. We're kind of getting into the nitty gritty on this gun of just unlocking everything it can do. And today we're going to see just how quiet we can make this airgun. So one of the sponsors of this series is actually ZeroDB. They make these moderators, which are for airgun use only, and that's really important. If you guys are looking out there, you want to make your airgun quiet, make sure you're getting a moderator that is airgun use only. Trying to kind of do otherwise, look, the legal things, you just don't want to get involved in that. Make sure that you're getting something that is airgun use only and only designed to go on your airgun. I'll just throw that out there. So ZeroDB, they have some really cool moderators. They have them caliber specific, which I think is also very cool. And they have short ones and they have long ones depending on, your need. So what I wanted to do today is I wanted to see how quiet this airgun could get. So we're going to start off with just the factory muzzle brake. And I've got my dB meter set up at 20 yards because, right here, I'm less concerned about how loud it is for me. I want to really measure the rapport of the rifle out about where the game's going to be. So I'm at 20 yards. We're going to take a few shots. We're going to register the highest value. And let's just see, of all of these options, which one really is the quietest? And does it matter the short to the long, at least in this gun? Let's find out. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna send 3 shots downrange just by the dB meter. So I'm not gonna try and shoot a target or anything because I don't wanna have it hit something and then cause it to be loud. So we're gonna shoot 3 shots with each device, just the muzzle brake, and then 3 shots with each of these. And we're gonna register the loudest, gonna kind of go with the loudest we capture. But I'm very curious as to what really, realistically, the dB meter is gonna pick up at that 20 yards, because this gun is already very quiet, just out of the gate. But we're gonna see how quiet we can get it. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna shoot 3 shots. We're gonna take the highest number. Cheryl down there is gonna sign to me what the numbers are so I kind of have an idea, because I'm curious as to what they're gonna be. So go ahead and set it to max. You ready to capture the sound? Got thumbs up, here we go. All right. All right, that's a good number. All right, 78 looks like she's giving me. $78. All right, so we got 78 dB. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch off to the short ZeroDB moderator here and see what the difference is. So while she resets that, I'm gonna go ahead and screw this on. The cool thing is it's half UNF. That's what these threads are. So if you have a air gun that takes the half UNF threaded muzzle brake or whatever, these will just screw on and work. Just make sure you get the right caliber. Then you'll be all set. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we were like 78 dB before. Let's see where we're at here. $64. Nice. $66, okay. $66. Okay, so 66 dB, that is a major drop in volume, just so I'm saying. 60 dB is basically a quiet office. With like a whisper. So we're just north of that. That's pretty impressive. Okay, so let's put the large one on and see if it makes it even quieter, because 66 is pretty quiet. Again, we're 66 dB at 20 yards. Now we've got the large one here. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, there we are. Gosh, that actually looks pretty cool on there. Okay, here we go. I got the thumbs up. Let's see if it makes a difference. 61. 61. 61.9. So yes, it makes a big difference. I'm guessing that I'll ask Cheryl to just tell me what she thought of the sound, because she's down there sort of being able to hear the difference with her own ears. And I bet you that it's a pretty distinct difference. Let's go ahead and reset the cameras. I'll be right back. All right, so there we go. I mean, we knew there was going to be a difference between no moderator and some moderator. That was pretty much a given. What we didn't know is, did the short one and the big one, did it make much of a difference? Truth of the matter is, yeah, it made actually a pretty significant difference. Talking to my sister down there, she heard the shot. Obviously, the first one at 70, almost 80 dB, that's actually got a good bit of volume. It's actually really quiet in airgun world still, but it's enough volume where you could spook something at 20 yards. This is a very slow shooting projectile out of this rifle at 12 foot-pounds. So, you know, everything you could do for every advantage if you're taking it from a hunting perspective, and that's kind of why I'm testing these, because I want to go hunt with it. I want it as quiet and as stealthy as possible. So I wanted to know, is the short one different than the long one? Short answer, oh yeah, big difference. She was telling me that, like, obviously you go from no moderator to the short one, that's the most dramatic change, and it went from like, oh yeah, I hear that, to what was that again? But when you went to the long one, it really quieted it down, like it was a muffled noise in another room, and that was only 20 yards away. So if you want to make it super quiet, ZeroDB, the long one here, is the way to go. If you want to take, well, it's certainly more than taking the edge off, but if you want to have a good drop and actually maybe have a little shorter profile, then the short one works really well. Really, no matter which way you go, if you get a good moderator on your gun, it's gonna make it quieter. These things are great. Again, they're right on there, airgun use only. I love that about them, just a great product. Guys, that's gonna be it. You wanna make your airgun more quiet? Check out ZeroDB, just a really cool product. Guys, my name is Rick Utzer. Thanks for watching. Okay, are you ready? What'd you get?
75.9.
75.9, okay. That was the highest?
77.5.
All right, 77.5 was our highest. Now, just so you guys know, what that really means is that's pretty quiet. All right, here we go.
$65.7.
65.7, okay. Okay, what do we get?
Maybe 75.9?
From you talking, I'm guessing. Okay, so reset that one.
This
Okay.
may have also happened last time?
Yeah, so we're gonna redo that. So we've learned something. The person on the dB meter cannot yell to us the volume, because then it registers on the meter and screws up our test. So we're gonna do this all over again. So I'm gonna put this back on, we'll reset it. Hey, we're learning stuff all the time here, so not a big deal.
I will sign the numbers.
That's perfect, that's awesome. She's gonna sign them. It works so much better, because yelling the numbers then does not actually work very good. So, all right, here we go. Let me put some moved pellets in here.